Welcome back to Coin Collector's World, the channel where we transform ordinary pocket change into extraordinary treasure hunts. Today we're going to explore one of the most fascinating and talked about coins in the entire hobby of collecting. A coin so common yet so mysterious that millions of people still search for it today. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the incredible story of the United States of America 1-cent penny from 1959 with the Denver Mint mark, also known to collectors as the 1959 Lincoln Memorial Penny. Let's travel back in time for a moment. For 50 years, from 1909 until 1958, every penny produced in the United States showed two wheat ears on the reverse side. These wheat pennies had become a beloved symbol across generations. But the year 1959 changed everything. To celebrate President Abraham Lincoln's 150th birthday, the United States Mint introduced a brand new design. For the first time, the world saw the Lincoln Memorial engraved beautifully on the back of a penny. This design shift marked the beginning of a new chapter in American coinage. People saved these coins because they represented history. Kids collected them. Adults treasured them. And today, collectors look back and see that 1959 is more than just a date. It's a moment of transformation. And that's why a coin from this year, especially from the Denver Mint, became a favorite target for coin hunters around the world. You see, even though millions of pennies were minted in Denver, only a few hold something special, tiny unexpected minting mistakes that the human eye often ignores. But collectors? They live for those tiny mistakes. These are called mint errors and varieties, and they can make a coin worth far more than its face value. Maybe the numbers on the dates show doubling. Maybe the word Liberty or United States appears heavier or shadowed because of a double die strike. Maybe Lincoln's image looks slightly off-center. It could be that the building lines on the memorial appear thicker on one side than the other. Even a tiny metal break, a chip near Lincoln's eye, or an unusual color tone can turn a normal coin into a highly collectible one. And one thing collectors know for sure, errors mean money. But now, let's uncover the most thrilling part of the 1959 penny story, the mystery that shook the numismatic world. One day, a strange coin appeared. On the front, it was a normal 1959 penny. But when flipped to the back, instead of the new memorial design, it showed the old wheat ears. How is that possible? This combination was never approved. It was never officially produced. It should not exist in the real world. Specialists argued for years about whether it was a genuine mint product or something secretly made by a rogue worker. Some claimed it must have been struck using leftover old dies from the wheat era. Others believed the coin was a fantasy piece that somehow escaped into public hands. The debate alone was enough to send collectors wild with curiosity. The hunt began. Everyone started checking their penny jars, vending machine change, and forgotten piggy banks. Because who wouldn't want to be the person who discovers a coin that breaks all the rules of history? The 1959 penny became a symbol of hope, proof that treasure can still be hidden in plain sight. And if you think that excitement has faded, think again. Even today, collectors and treasure hunters spend hours searching, sorting, and examining their coins under magnifying lights. Every single 1959 penny gets a second look. Sometimes a third. Because the reward could be massive. Imagine this, you're holding a small copper coin that millions of people have ignored. It feels ordinary. But then, something about it catches your eye. Maybe the details don't look quite right. Maybe a coin expert you visit suddenly begins to stare at your penny with serious interest. Your heart beats faster. Your hands start to shake. Because at that moment, you might be holding history, and a fortune. Stories like this are what keep the coin collecting community alive. One coin, one lucky day, and one discovery that changes everything. That is the magic of numismatics. So keep looking through those pennies. Search your old jars. Check your wallets, your closets, your family coin collections. The treasure is out there waiting for the right person to find it. Someone who doesn't give up. Someone like you. And now, the moment everyone has been waiting for. One rare and extremely valuable 1959 D penny has stunned collectors by selling for the huge amount of $140,000. Today we are diving into something that may look tiny but carries a huge surprise inside it. We are talking about the United States of America 1-cent penny, minted in the year 1981 with the D Mint mark. This small copper coin is something almost everyone has seen before, but very few people realize how valuable it can truly be. So stay with me till the end, because you might just discover that you have a fortune hiding somewhere in your coin jar. The story of this coin begins in 1981, a time when pennies were still made mostly of real copper. These coins contained about 95% copper, which gives them weight, color, and a long-lasting shine that collectors appreciate. But a huge change was waiting just around the corner. From the year 1982, the United States Mint switched the penny's metal composition to a cheaper zinc core coated with a very thin layer of copper on the outside. That means that the pennies made in 1981 are among the final ones created with authentic and high-quality copper. And that alone makes them more desirable in the collector world. Now let's focus on the letter D stamped just below the date. That tiny mark represents the Denver Mint, one of the official places where coins for the United States are manufactured. Coins from this mint are usually very well struck, but not all survive the journey of years in the same condition. Many get scratched, damaged, worn out, or simply lost in circulation. But a very small number remain in excellent shape, almost as fresh as the day they were made. Those are the coins that truly grab collector attention. When grading companies examine coins, they judge every tiny detail, from shine and edges to the sharpness of Abraham Lincoln's portrait. If a 1981 D penny survives for decades without scratches, dents, or discoloration, it could receive a high mint state grade. And a high-grade coin? That's where the magic begins, where a single cent turns into something worth thousands of dollars. Collectors also look for special varieties and minting errors. A double die error that makes the date or letters appear doubled, an off-center strike where the design is not placed correctly, or a clipped planchet where part of the coin is missing. These rare mistakes make a coin even more valuable. So if you find a 1981 D penny that looks different from others, do not ignore it. It could be an extraordinary piece. Think about all the places a tiny penny travels. It may start in a bank, then pass through hands at a grocery store, get dropped on sidewalks, saved in piggy banks, forgotten in drawers, found again in change jars years later. And somewhere among all those places, your very own jackpot might be waiting for you right now. People across the world are constantly searching for rare and valuable coins. Collectors compete fiercely at auctions, trying to own the finest examples ever found. And when the bidding begins for a flawless 1981 D penny, the price goes higher and higher, leaving everyone amazed at how a 1-cent coin could become a golden treasure. There has already been a documented sale that shocked many experts. A perfectly preserved, top-graded 1981 D penny reached an unbelievable amount of money. So remember, always check your coins carefully. Because the next time you look at a simple penny, you might actually be looking at a hidden treasure that can change your life in a moment. And now the number you've been waiting for. One of these pennies in exceptional mint condition has been sold for the astonishing value of $70,000. We are talking about a tiny copper coin that most people walk over on the sidewalk or leave forgotten in a drawer. But what if that little coin could change your life? What if one single penny could be the key to a small fortune? The star of today's story is the United States of America 1-cent penny from the year 1984 with no mint mark. At first glance, this penny looks completely ordinary. It's small, brownish, and feels like it has no major importance. But in the universe of coin collecting, looks can be very deceiving. The 1984 penny features the strong and proud image of Abraham Lincoln, one of the most respected presidents in American history. On the back, we see the beautiful Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of honor and national pride. Most people have seen this design thousands of times and never thought twice about it. But collectors think differently. They know that even ordinary coins can carry extraordinary value if they possess special features. Let's rewind history for a moment. In the year 1984, millions and millions of pennies were struck at different United States mint facilities. One of these facilities is located in Philadelphia. Coins from this mint usually have no mint mark under the date. Today, that no mint mark detail makes the coin interesting because certain versions from Philadelphia are known to include rare and valuable error varieties that collectors hunt for like treasure. Picture this, a coin that has survived almost 40 years but still looks just as sharp as the day it was minted. The edges are smooth and clean. Lincoln's beard hair strands are crisp and visible. The words "In God We Trust" look like they were printed yesterday. The coin has a bright, attractive shine, and there is not even a tiny scratch to be seen. When a coin from the year 1984 appears in such stunning quality, grading experts step in and declare it extremely high grade. That one decision can transform the fate of that little piece of copper forever, and that is where the magic happens. People all over the world have searched through jars of coins sitting untouched for decades. They have checked pennies found in old purses, dusty piggy banks, and collections passed down from grandparents. Sometimes the search leads to nothing. But other times, something incredible happens. A rare gem appears. A penny worth far more than anyone ever imagined. Imagine this moment. You're holding a plain penny, just like millions of others. But suddenly you realize the year is 1984. You look under the date and notice that there is no mint mark. Your heart begins to race. Your hands start to shake. You bring the coin under a light and examine every detail. The shine is still fresh. The details are strong. You cannot believe your eyes. You may be holding a treasure that thousands of collectors are desperately trying to find. That excitement, that thrill, that moment when you uncover something rare, that is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Not only are you holding money, but you are also holding history. You are holding a piece of art. A symbol of the past that has survived time itself. A coin that has traveled through so many hands and yet kept its original beauty. Collectors spend hours, days, months, and even years searching for that perfect coin. They use magnifying glasses, special lighting tools, and guidance from professional graders. They know that even the slightest detail can make the difference between a regular penny and a life-changing one. And this specific 1984 no mint mark penny has already made dreams come true. So after watching this video, do not underestimate any penny you find. Go through every coin in your house. Search your old piggy bank. Look inside drawers, in jars, under the couch cushions, and anywhere loose change may be hiding. Because the one coin that could change your life might be right in front of you. Treat every penny like a potential treasure until proven otherwise. Now here comes the unbelievable fact that will blow your mind. One of these rare 1984 no mint mark Lincoln pennies in an incredibly flawless condition has been sold for an astonishing amount of $68,000.